findings in the final report had, however, remained. The presidential elections were administered in line with the law in an environment falling short of constitutional principles. Those recommendations are for consideration by the national stakeholders and do not represent any attempt to interfere in internal affairs or the sovereignty of the Arab Republic of Egypt. Consideration could be given to review the complaints and appeals procedures within the electoral management framework, with a view to codifying these and ensuring full accountability in decision-making between the tiers of the election management bodies, ensuring that women are able to and do effectively register their civil status in order to be able to obtain an ID and exercise their right to vote, increasing the number of women in decision-making roles within the election management bodies through the appointment of greater number of female judges. In order to enhance the political rights of ethnic minorities, consideration could be given to the ratification of ILO Convention 169 on Indigenous and Tribal Peoples, the Indigenous and Tribal Peoples Convention from 1989. Detention without charge should be curtailed, to be used strictly for a maximum period of a few days prior to bringing an accused person before the courts. Criminal trials should also be conducted in accordance with the tenets of the justice and fair procedures, ensuring that the right to due process is respected for all of those brought before the courts in Egypt. Additionally, civilians should not be made the subject of military trials. Implementation of constitutional provisions must ensure full respect for fundamental freedoms, in particular the freedom of expression and the freedom to impart information, and harassment of journalists must be curtailed. To promote certainty and predictability in the election process, any variations of the electoral calendar should be subject to specific predefined criteria. To ensure compliance with international commitments in relation to the treatment of civilians accused in the trial of criminal matters, the accord jurisdiction in all criminal cases and accord jurisdiction in all criminal cases to the ordinary criminal courts, and amend Article 204 of the 2014 Constitution to exclude military jurisdiction in the trial of non-military citizens.